Howdy, YouTubers. This is Larry from the Tiny Cabin. I wasn't going to make a video because there hasn't been anything going on, but I had to do something about this one. My mom sent me a link from an email she got, and I just wanted to show just how ridiculous some of this stuff is. I mean, prepping is one thing. I understand prepping. I understand wanting to have a backup plan. But some of these companies are just profiting off of people's fear of, I don't know, social rebellion. I don't know. It's one thing to prepare for a power outage from a storm or something like that. I mean, that's fine. But I don't know. This is anyway. This is a solar powered backup system. Provides an endless supply of electricity for free. It says it's 1,800 watts, and it goes on to say in here, where is it? It says that it will power your essential things if the grid goes down. Let's see. It consists of three main components. They compare it to a gas generator. Yeah, they talk about typically when you lose power here, you go to the garage, roll out the generator, and start pulling the cord. You pull and pull some more, all because your generator has been sitting in the cold and the carburetor is playing hard to get. This is not a lot of fun in the dark. Well, my generator starts on the first pull. I don't know what kind of generator you're using, but mine starts right up first pull. Another reason to avoid gas generators is that you can't just run one in your house. Yeah, that's pretty much common sense. That's why, you see, I have an outlet on the outside of my house that the generator plugs into. So if you're not a moron, you can do something like that too, and then you don't have to consider stupid scenarios like running the generator in your house. Yes, it's true, gas stations cannot pump gas without electricity. That's why you have gas with you. It's called prepping. It's a perfect emergency backup for troubled times at any location. When the lights go out at your house, you'll be darn glad you didn't hesitate. A true breakthrough in home power generation. Maximum power in minimum time. It sets up in just a few minutes. Backup power when you need it most. Portable power says if you need to bug out, you can throw it in your car and go. Obviously, from this picture, you can take your solar power generator, and that's about it. Generate permanent power. Yeah, we'll get to that here in a minute. You can use your solar backup to run essential appliances when emergencies arise. You can recharge phones, run shortwave radios, televisions, lights, fireplace, or furnace fans, as well as computers and printers. Plus, you can use it to run things like coffee makers. Well, let me tell you, you try running a coffee maker off that, you're going to have about 5 minutes, and that's it. Because we'll get to the specs in a minute, so you can see all this. Let's see, great for powering aquariums, because that's always, one of the first things I consider. Small refrigerators, freezers, alarm clocks, security systems, whatever you need to live comfortably when the power goes out. For communications, assembled in America. Well, I'm sure a lot of things are assembled in America, but I can guarantee you every single electronic part in there is made in China. Loving freedom means getting off the grid. The retail price tag for this system is $3,295. Yes. They're not going to make you pay this much if you're one of the first 7. Yeah, first 7 get it for $995, which is still a ripoff. Let's see, we've got an 1800 watt solar backup generator, which is a box with a charge controller and an inverter. It has a 90 watt solar panel, so just think about that for a minute, okay? A 90 watt solar panel. How much charging can you do with a 90 watt solar panel? I have a 100 watt solar panel and a 35 amp hour battery. My panel will charge my battery in a day, and my battery will run all my lights, my DVD player, and my laptop. That's it. It'll run that for the full day. Comes with 48 feet of solar panel cable, so we see some lost efficiency right there. They mention again that it's assembled in America, as seen on Fox, of course. Saved $2,300 off the retail price. So if they're actually selling this for $3,300 to anyone, they are ripping them off massively. Here we go. $995 plus $150 shipping anywhere in the U.S. The system is worth much more than that. No. So we go down here. We have a small supply of these amazing systems in our warehouse. We've got a few set aside for our friends who want to be independent and start to get off the grid. But with the financial meltdown on everyone's mind, you should contact us at once to claim yours. So, then all the way down here at the bottom, you can see what a hokey website this is anyway. But anyway, all the way down here at the bottom, details and specifications. This is a really amusing part. Okay. Home backup power will run a fridge, freezer, sump pump, and 1,000 watt microwave, fish tank, light, and air pump, home alarm system, and garage door. It makes you think that it will run all of these things. How long will it run all these things? Well, that's the amusing part. Somewhere in here it says what the battery is. It has a 60 amp hour battery, if I remember right. It has a bright LED light that turns on automatically when power outage occurs. Wow. It does have a transfer relay in there, so that's something that isn't in my system. So I guess we can't compare systems because I don't have an automatic switchover because, well, I don't have on-grid power. There we go, 60 amp hour battery. Recharges from the included solar panel or from AC wall outlet. So this is for people who are on-grid most of the time. But here's the killer. This is what gets me. Charging time. 15 hours from 120 volt AC. So think about that. How long is that going to take to charge that battery from a solar panel? It's going to be about 5 days. If you run it all the way down to 10.5 volts, it's going to take you 5 days to charge that battery back up with the solar panel. And here are the things that it will run. Are you ready for this? Cell phone. It'll charge a cell phone. And it'll run for 63 hours. Cordless phone. Who the hell's using a cordless phone? If the grid's down, I'm betting the phone lines are down too. Internet modem. Ditto. Clock radio. I don't consider that an important item to have. Laptop, 22 hours. They're saying 20 watts to charge a laptop. I'm gonna differ with that. Mine's 45 watts, and mine's just a notebook. It's not even a laptop. 13-inch TV, which nobody has anymore. Table lamp, there we go. Because they're talking about lighting being important. It's going to run a table lamp, one table lamp with a 40-watt bulb for 10.5 hours. 18 cubic foot fridge, 2.8 hours. Desktop computer, 1.5 hours. That sump pump they mentioned, it'll run for 1 hour. And a microwave will run for 12 minutes. So you nuke yourself a frozen dinner and then some popcorn, and you have to charge again for 5 days. Yeah. So exactly how useful is this thing? Not at all. I mean, just the table lamp kills me. You can run one little table lamp with a dim 40-watt bulb for 10.5 hours. Of course, if you're smart, you're going to have LED lights, and they're going to run for much longer, but yeah. And considering it as a backup, an emergency backup to actually run your house for any period of time when it'll only run a fridge for 2.8 hours or a freezer for 4.5 hours, and then you have to charge it for 5 days. This is amusing. I can't believe that people are actually going to pay money for this, and they're going to get ripped off so bad. Yeah. So for comparison, at the discounted price of $9.95 plus $150 shipping, my system with a 100-watt panel and the charge controller, and a more realistic 400-watt inverter and a 35 amp hour battery. It's a tiny little thing. It's a sealed one. I've got about $300 in that. Maybe pushing $400. So we'll say $400. $400 versus $1,000 plus, and mine will run anything I need it to. You know, in a as they like to say, shit hits the fan situation. A microwave is not something I am concerned about. I am concerned about keeping my cell phone charged and keeping my lights on and having power for anything else that I absolutely need. So I'm not worried about my home cordless phone or my clock radio. I mean, what the hell are they even including that on here? Since they're marketing to a certain demographic, that being preppers who are freaking out about whatever, they really should fine-tune what they're actually, doing here. They should have, how long it'll run charging a rechargeable LED lantern, or how long it'll keep Rush Limbaugh on the radio. I don't know, but yeah, it just amazes me that there probably are people who will rush and buy this when they could make their own solar system that would power what they need for a lot less. And if anyone actually ever does pay the retail for this, well, they deserve what they get. $3,300. Anyway, I'm gonna go now. So, 'cause the dog is driving me crazy. He's over here nosing at me. So, just a little public service announcement. Don't buy this crap from mysolarbackup.com. Just build your own. Talk to you guys later. See ya.